For all who comes to this goofy place, welcome.
Hey guys, welcome back to another episode here on the Goofy Scoop podcast, where we have a special guest, and it's my dad, and he's already giving me crap before we've actually even talked about today's topic. So this is my father. His name is Darren. He's already got a snack shirt on. We're going to be talking about snacks on today's episode. For the people watching on YouTube, look at that. Look at that shirt. But if you want to go ahead and give yourself a little bit of an introduction, Dad, kind of tell us what Disney means to you and why Disney is so special to you and etc.
Sure. Wow. To start at the beginning, I guess, because of the fact that we've been taking you guys to Disney ever since, well, Jeff, you were 7, Katie was 5. Mm-hmm. So we've been going as much as we can ever since. And we have just so many memories, so many things at Disney that we go back to. And I don't know, just a lot of great memories at Disney. It truly is, not to be corny or cliche or anything, but it truly is a pretty magical, special place for our family.
Yeah, it's a cliche that just fits, because I mean, there's tons of people that truly say it is magical, and they feel weird saying that, but it's just true.
It makes you turn red a little bit when you say it. You know, it's magical, right?
Yeah.
But
hey, try saying "have a magical day" 1,000 times a shift. You don't turn red anymore.
Especially in one of those outfits. Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, my costumes were awesome. So was Gray's.
Mine were pretty good, except for the bakery. That was bad, but it's changed, so it's better now.
Yeah.
I will say and add to my intro here is the fact I don't know how many times I've been to Disney, but I will say it's in the 20s.
It's higher than 25 because I've been 30 plus something vacation wise. That's excluding my Disney college program. So I think you might be around the same. You might be high 20s, low 30s.
I know I don't have as many as your mother because she went a couple times without me, but with family and stuff. But it's probably high 20s. I don't know.
Yeah, for sure.
Something like that.
All right. Well, since I went ahead and already talked about what we're going to be talking about today, we're going to be talking about snacks. My dad, he wanted to be on the podcast ever since season 1 dropped. He's like, why have you guys not done an episode on snacks? I told him we can do an episode on snacks, but you're going to be the guest for that episode. He had no problem with it whatsoever. So we all each have a list of 5 snacks. Dad, looks like you want to say something real quick.
I do want to say something. Gray, how many guests have you had before I'm on? Am I like number 12, the guest?
Oh, guest number? No.
Yeah.
I would, well, we had everybody from our college program.
There's 6, right? 5?
4. Well, 4 and then
4, because Gray and I.
And then
this
honestly,
Mike,
is that it? So you're number 5.
You have Mike as well.
Oh, Mike. Okay.
Yeah.
Number
Mike's
6.
been on twice.
Guys,
so
I was going to say I've been keeping up. So Mike's on twice. KJ's on maybe half of one.
No, KJ will be on one. He will be on one. Yeah.
So
future podcast.
Sounds like I'm number 8. I don't know.
7 or 8.
Hey, top 10. That's pretty good.
That's a nice spin on it.
Yeah.
That's a nice spin on it.
That's a good way to put it, Gray. Thank you for covering my butt there for a second.
Yeah.
Top 10.
Your dad got in the top 10 as far as guests.
Hey, you can't always be number 1.
Yeah. And you better get your mom on center. She's going to be pissed.
You think so?
Yeah.
Hey, there's still 2 more spots for her to be in the top 10.
I guess you could call her number 10.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. All right. So I know I have my list of 5. I know that they have their list of 5 as well. Does anybody want to specifically get started? Is anybody like super ready to kick it off, or do you guys just want me to kick it off and get the snack list popping off, or what?
You tell me. You tell me. I don't care.
Your podcast, Jeff. You kick it off.
Gray, it's our podcast. You're my co-host, buddy. Don't give up on me now.
I'm not giving up. I just, go for it.
All right. So I have as my number 1, this is my go-to snack, right?
Wait, pause. Are you starting at your favorite snack or your least favorite snack?
I want to start at my favorite. Do I need to start at my least favorite? Because I'll switch that up.
Start at your
and
least
work
favorite,
my way up to the number 1.
Top. Yeah,
absolutely. Yeah. I can gladly do
Gray,
that too.
Gray, I'm glad we're on the same page.
Always.
Yeah. Yeah, before
Jeff.
we even before we even started, guys, they already talked about teaming up on me, so just bear with. But yeah, I'll go ahead and start with my least favorite snack, which I think is also the most important snack when it comes to saving dollars. I also wanted to note that, but my number 5 snack is going to be popcorn.
What?
The only so my number 5 snack, or my least favorite snack out of the top 5 that I chose, was going to be popcorn.
So do I? Can I say something now, or do I have to wait for you to go through your list?
Either or, it doesn't matter.
So is this your least favorite? Well, I know it's your number 5, but are you saying that you will never eat popcorn?
No. This is my top 5 snacks, but I'm going from least favorite to top favorite.
Gotcha.
Are we caught up now?
Just want to make sure. Okay.
Having a hard time down there, huh?
No. You were the one that was going to start with number 1, but
I was absolutely.
Go ahead and continue.
Yeah. So like what I was saying. Okay. So my least favorite snack out of the top 5 snacks found at Disney World, in my opinion, is going to be popcorn, which it varies in prices. So if you just want to get a regular standard popcorn, it's going to be $5.50. If you want to get a refillable, just standard, boring refillable tub of popcorn, it's going to be $10. And then it's going to be $25 if you wanted to get any of the popular refillable tubs, like a Simba refillable popcorn bucket, a Millennium Falcon. I know Kylie and Miranda have the aliens from Toy Story, and etc. So if you want like Disney themed popcorn buckets, other than just a plain bucket with some Disney art on there, it's going to be $25. But where I was talking about saving a buck when it comes to popcorn, it's $2.25 a refill. So if you want to, and you just want to have popcorn as your snack throughout your vacation or your stay, like where Gray and I were there for our Disney college program, a lot of us just bought popcorn buckets for $10. I think we even got it a little bit discounted. I can't remember. It's been almost 3 years. But then we would just have refills for $2. And that would just be an easy snack. You don't really have to worry about lockers or anything like at Universal Studios. So it's very easy to carry around that popcorn bucket, and it's very easy for a group of friends to share. So that's why I chose popcorn for one of my top 5, which is my least favorite of the top 5. Just to clarify again one more time for Darren.
But of all the snacks, popcorn's still on your top 5 list.
Yes, just because, how many people actually like cannot stand popcorn though? Like, Gray, do you like popcorn?
I like popcorn. Do I think it's a top 5 of all the snacks in Disney World? Absolutely not. But I like popcorn.
Guys, I got a question for you.
Yeah.
I want to see how smart you guys are. Okay. You ready? I looked this up. How many servings of popcorn is served every year at Disney World?
Oh gosh.
Oh, it's way too much. I know that like one popcorn stand in 1 year makes almost like $1 million, but I don't know about how many servings.
How many servings
in a day?
How many servings, just Disney World, a year?
I'm going to throw a random number out. 600 million.
I'm thinking closer to 15 million.
Wow. It's 5 million.
Really?
That seems way lower.
Yeah, because every day Magic Kingdom has 100,000 people in there. You think that?
Well,
if you think 50,000 people are buying popcorn, right?
I was going to save this to the end. I couldn't even find a number of snacks that Disney World has. You can't even find that number.
It's a huge number. Yeah, when I was doing a little bit of research as well, there'd be lists where it's like 50 snacks at Disney World, 101 snacks at Disney World. And then it's like, do we include the Flower and Garden? Do we include Food and Wine Festival? Not really. It's on the dining plan, which is eventually coming back to Disney, but I don't really count that as a snack. I want a snack that is like there all the time for Disney.
Okay, before we move on, can we define snack? So
how do we want to define snack? I mean, we already have the list, so it's like we really can't change it. But
so in my head, a snack was like something that you can use a snack credit for on the dining plan.
That's what I did.
That's how I took it too. Great. But you can do that at Food and Wine and Flower and Garden. But I just didn't really count those because those change with the season. I wanted to go for a snack that was more dependable and it's going to be there year round.
Okay,
at least for my list, not necessarily for you guys.
Okay, let's jump back a second to my price because I'm kind of proud of this. Think of so, Jeff. You said a bucket. What was the most expensive bucket at Disney World?
$25.
So
I think some of
$25.
them are higher than that, but yeah.
So let's go with $25 times 5 million.
Yeah, it's too much math for Jeff, but it's a very high number. It's a lot of millions.
That's just popcorn.
Oh, I know.
So my next question is, you had me add this to my list. I can't believe you left it off. Where do you get your popcorn?
Oh, yeah, I forgot to mention that because I did give you guys that one rule. I want to know locations.
Yeah.
Popcorn
Yeah,
is
you're not
found in
even following-
various locations though at Disney World. There's not
But what's your
uh,
favorite location to get popcorn,
yeah,
Jeff?
and I was getting there too. Usually, okay, so I don't have a favorite location of like getting
That's not
popcorn.
the homework. We were told homework, Jeff. You have to give us one.
I'm the teacher. I give you guys the homework.
Whoa!
Hey!
No,
Hey,
no,
but
no.
no, I will say that I always found myself getting popcorn, especially on my Disney College program, quite a bit because I just had not a whole lot of money in my pocket. I always found myself getting refills of popcorn in Frontierland at Magic Kingdom. So I'm gonna go ahead and just mark that as my favorite place because when I think of popcorn, I think of the popcorn stand at Magic Kingdom in front of Pecos Bill, or like in that area where the Country Bear Jamboree is located as well.
Okay, I was going to ask which one that was because when you said that, I was thinking on the way over there to Frontier City or Frontier Land.
No, oh, you're talking about the one that's in between Liberty Square and Frontierland, over by the Diamond Horseshoe.
No, right there before you go over the bridge and hit the whatever tree. What is that? Adam
Liberty Tree Tavern.
Yeah, in
no,
Liberty
the
Square.
other way. The other way.
Other way. For
Yeah.
what tree?
Uh,
The Liberty
Robbins-
Tree?
no, the tree that you go up and tour.
Oh, the Swiss
Oh,
Family
the Swiss-
Robertson
yeah.
tree.
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
Hang with
okay,
me,
okay.
guys. Come on. So
Hey, we're throwing all sorts of trees out there. All right, so
I tell you, go ahead.
I was just gonna go ahead and move on because I want to know what you guys' 5 is. Because I mean, we could sounds like we could talk about popcorn locations all day. So either one of you guys. You know what? Let's go ahead and let my dad go real quick.
Hit it.
I'm curious.
I am so glad you did this. This is a perfect call here because my number 5 is popcorn. That's why I was going with so many questions.
Okay.
I was wondering. I was
gonna-
like, why does he have all these fun facts about popcorn if he's just digging me on popcorn right now?
But I'm gonna have to question your pricing though, because it's $5.50 for a regular, and the bucket I found was 13. So
They might have had price raises because I found 10, but I mean, it doesn't surprise me though, because I did see where like other similar snacks, I was almost going to say some off my list, almost slipped there, but there was some that had price raises just due to inflation right now in 2022. I'll date the podcast a little bit, but
and let me talk about the reason I like the popcorn, and where I get my popcorn is that popcorn stand as you're leaving Magic Kingdom for the night. You know what I'm talking about?
oh yeah, to the right when you walk out the right side.
Yeah,
Right by City
walk
Hall?
out the right side. I think it's even. I think even it's made to look like a train.
Yeah, I think you're right, but it's like right by City
Yeah.
Hall, right by
Yeah.
guest relations.
And that's exactly why they do that. They put it right there. They get that thing going as people are leaving, and that's what you get.
Oh, it's a brilliant idea.
Mm-hmm.
You can't knock them for
Yep.
it. It's brilliant.
No, that's my number 5.
Okay, so
Correct.
Gray, what's your number 5? Since you like
Okay.
popcorn, but it's not
All
on your
right.
list.
Well, it's not,
not
my
popcorn.
like popcorn's like good. It's just not like the best. No, my number 5 is just a simple Mickey ice cream sandwich.
Oh, okay.
Just like go to. I like those better than the Mickey bars.
Shame
so just
on
like
you.
a simple ice cream sandwich. But I like getting those also in the area like right across from the Frontierland like shooting arcade or whatever in Magic Kingdom, whatever
Yeah.
that is.
Isn't that the
There's
same
like a
stand that
little
I'm
stand.
talking about? I think they might be like
Probably.
right next to each other. I think.
Yeah. I don't know. Great place to get it. So
Well, do you know the price of this Mickey sandwich, sir?
He
like
didn't do his
4
homework.
something. No, I never do my homework.
He didn't do it.
It's
didn't
like
do
4
it.
something. I can pull it up before you get to the next topic. So
I want to say I think they raised it to like $6 now.
well,
I think.
I hope it's not $6.
This is what happens when somebody doesn't do their homework.
Okay,
Well,
fire me.
Well, he's doing his homework. Let me throw in there because no, I can't. This is a different one. We'll wait for Gray.
Yeah, as I say, we can't move on too fast. Yeah.
Thanks for being prepared, Gray.
Look, I started my day at 3:30 this morning. This is the last thing of homework I had to do. Okay. So a Mickey ice cream sandwich is, well, you can get 4 of them. No, let's see. $6.25.
I was about to say it went up in price. I remember seeing that at the park not too long ago when I just visited. So I remember walking by and I was like, "You're kidding me! $6 now?"
Hey, Gray, look while you're in there. Look at what a ice cream bar is. Not the sandwich, but the bar.
I think it's the same price.
Can't be.
I think the bars are more popular. Yeah, no, $6.25.
Same price.
Same price.
Mm-hmm. Then I looked up the wrong thing. I looked up at $2.75. That must be like from the 80s.
Yeah, probably.
That was
gotta love the 80s.
No way.
Yeah, so Dad, you already gave one up in your list, it sounds like. So you slipped on accident. What are you doing?
I didn't slip. I have fun facts, Jeff, regarding this bar.
Fun facts with Jeff and Gray.
All right, so I guess we'll go ahead and go back to it's fun facts.
Yeah,
it might happen. We might start popping out some fun facts on future podcasts. Just let us know.
That's what I thought we were going to do.
All right, so I'm just going to go ahead and jump to my number 4, working my way up to number 1, of course. It's going to be Dole Whip.
The regular basic Dole Whip.
I didn't do the flavored Dole Whip. I just did the regular Dole Whip, just the pineapple Dole Whip. You got it, yes, sir. Okay. So you can find this. I'm pretty sure at 2 locations still, which is going to be at Magic Kingdom. You can find it in the Adventureland area, and then you also can find it at the Polynesian Resort, and it's going to be priced at $6.99, and that's so much more of a snack than the Mickey bar or Mickey sandwich. Mickey sandwich is $6.25, and you can get a Dole Whip for $6.99, and the Dole Whip lasts you like twice as long.
Okay, yeah.
I'll leave you guys speechless.
No, I mean I'll agree with that. Yeah, I'll take it. That's fine. Yeah.
It's a good snack. It didn't hit my list.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I was gonna say, I guess you've never really been like a big fan of Dole Whip on all of our trips, but yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Aloha Isle is where you can find it at in the Adventureland area. Right there by the Enchanted Tiki Room, which is one of my dad's favorite attractions.
In the Tiki.
It's a waste of time.
All right. Since number 4, since nobody really agreed with that too much.
Yeah. The only thing I'll say about that, Jeff, is the reason we get it is because your mom loves it. That's why we get that one.
The Dole Whip?
Yep.
Yeah, it's so good. It's so good. Yeah. Especially on a hot summer day. You got to eat it pretty quick on a hot summer day, but super good. Yeah. All right, so Dad, we'll go ahead and go back to you on what's your number 4?
You guys, I can't wait to see the response on this one.
Oh no.
Cinnamon glazed nuts.
Hey, I love those.
See?
They're pretty solid. I actually forget about those. I always think about them in like the holiday season, especially like around Christmas, not so much Halloween. But during the Christmas Disney holidays, those roasted nuts, pretty solid. I'm not even going to lie.
$6.25, baby, a bag.
$6.25. God, everything's like $6+ now.
Absolutely insane. And I will never.
Now, don't ask me where. I mean, because I grab them wherever I see them.
I was going to say there are various locations. I think they're almost at all parks now. I don't think we have to worry about a specific location like the Dole Whip for sure. But definitely Magic Kingdom.
I'm kind of happy. I thought you guys would boo me on that one, but
no, those are super good. I like those.
Yeah.
Not a bad one. We need to pick up the energy a little bit though. This is starting to feel like a work meeting. Come on, Greg.
Here we go. Number 4, the cheapest snack in all of Disney World. You ready for it?
It's me.
Water.
Get out,
Water.
Jeffrey. Yeah, it is. No, a free cup of water. That's my go-to number 4.
You counted that as a snack, sir?
Heck yeah.
No.
Heck yeah.
No.
I don't know
I
if that
love water.
counts, but I kind of
Best
like where
place to get
Gray is
water?
going.
Best place to get water. 2 places actually. The lunging
Okay.
pad in Tomorrowland. Fantastic. And the other one is, I don't know the name of the stand, but I think it's a Joffrey stand. Like as you're going from the Walt Disney Museum towards Toy Story Land, there's like a great little stand right there.
Yep, that's a
Fantastic
Joffrey's.
cups of water.
Yep. So what makes you like those 2 locations specifically? Because you can get free water at almost every stand.
Yeah, but those waters just like hit different.
That's when you just find yourself the most thirsty.
When you're like in those locations, you're like, dang, I need some water. Especially right before you go to Toy Story Land, you need that water. It's hot in Toy Story Land.
Yeah, it's true. You just need to grab 2 waters, actually, one to drink and one to dump.
This is nothing but a sign that he didn't do his homework. When he goes with water,
Okay, no, I actually do.
Of the top snacks at
Well,
Disney
okay.
World is water.
Okay, water is so important. And I know you don't know me very well, but I drink so much water.
He does, yeah.
I honestly don't snack much. I'm like, oh, I need a snack. Let me grab an entire hamburger.
Yeah, other than the fact that Gray did go to a college where his mascot was a camel, Gray drinks so much water that he is part camel.
Hey, Gray, got a question for you. How many, you mentioned hamburgers. How many hamburgers does Disney World sell a year?
Oh my gosh, I have no idea.
Hey,
Wait,
you
if
guys-
popcorn was 5 million, we're gonna give another guess.
I'm gonna say
3 million.
I'm gonna say 2.5 million cheeseburgers or hamburgers.
7 million.
Is that really? I was
know
gonna
why?
shoot higher than popcorn, but then I was like, nah, there's no way.
You know why? Because people would rather eat a hamburger than box popcorn.
That is true. I'd rather have a Cosmic Rays cheeseburger or something like that. It is funny, though, that Gray counted water as a snack for his number 4, though, because there were times where I'd go to the parks with my friends and we'd be so broke on the. Makes it sound like Disney College program didn't really pay anything, which they don't pay enough, to be honest. I'll go ahead and just say it. But there'd be times where people were like, all right, I'm going to go get a snack real quick and I'll be right back. And they'll come back with just a cup of water. Like, that's what it made me think of when Gray was like, a cup of water. And I was just like, he's wrong, but not wrong.
I was just being funny to say it's got to be a cup of water.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
then it turned out to be a cup of water.
Yeah.
Wow.
All right. So let's go ahead and jump to my number 3 because we don't have to worry about free water at Disney. I don't know if either of you have had this snack before, but it's going to be tachos at Woody's Lunchbox in Toy Story Land.
I've never had them, but I've only heard good things.
They are so good. The first time I had them, I was a little bit skeptical on it. I was like, I don't know. You go ahead and eat them. And then she ended up letting me try a couple of them. And I was like, wow, these are actually really good. And I ended up getting my own the very next trip. But they're going to be a little bit pricey when it comes to a snack. It's going to be $8.99, but it is a pretty big portion size. But yeah, the tachos, so good.
I never had them.
Yeah.
We
Man,
stood in line the last time we were there. It was too busy.
Oh, at
Always
Woody's
is.
Well, it's a lot better if you use the app and you go ahead and just order off the app. Mobile orders so much faster. Because even sometimes when I had enough money and I would mobile order something and I'd just go pick it up real quick. I'd mobile order it like 10 minutes before my break, and then I'd put my phone back up, and then by the time that I was on my break, the food would be ready. Mobile ordering so much better.
Yeah.
Huh. You guys are really beating me down on my list here. You guys are getting all quiet
Look,
and saying
Jeff,
I've never
your
had
snacks just like aren't that good.
it. Yeah, you're tripping.
Coming from the
This is
guy
the one-
that did water.
Look. I have a really solid top 3. I have a really solid top 3.
Oh, I do
I
too.
hope. What is the next one? Tea?
Sweet or
No.
unsweet? Sweet
Yeah.
tea 3, unsweetened's number 2.
Maybe.
All right.
Guys,
So,
my top 3, I went back and forth the last couple of days. This is tough.
so
want
what's
my
your
number
number 3?
three?
Yeah, what's your number 3?
Are you ready for this?
Yeah, I'm ready.
I'm pumped.
You're pumped. Nutella waffle sandwich with fruit.
Gross.
Yeah, I'm not a big
What?
fan of Nutella.
No, me neither.
Yeah.
Just give me
you
some
guys-
peanut butter.
But okay,
you
so
guys
I
have-
am
you have
I
no
am-
taste.
I am curious though. Where can you find this Nutella waffle sandwich?
Oh gosh. There's only one spot. It's in Magic Kingdom, and it's the I just went blank.
Isn't it at that like sleeping
Yes, Sleepy
Snow
Hollow.
White or sleeping Sleepy Hollow.
Sleepy Hollow.
Yep, there
Okay.
it is. Yep. That is
Okay.
a good breakfast thing.
Yeah, because that's right over. I remember talking about this
And it's
before.
only sold before 10 a.m. And then after 10 a.m. you can't get it anymore.
Hang on, I'm going to call Jeff out for a second here, Gray, because last time me, him, and Kate were there, we all split one.
Did we?
Yeah.
Jeff
don't
doesn't
remember that.
remember your wonderful memories that you have at Disney as a family.
Sue me. It's like 20 plus.
What a
I'm sorry.
terrible son.
I'm sorry. I don't remember one snack.
Okay, guys. Here's the thing: $5.99 for this.
Honestly,
sounds
for
cheap.
2 waffles, that's pretty good.
Yeah. How big is it, though? Like, I mean, explain it, but also kind of show with your hands on YouTube, but explain it
Well,
for the people on Spotify and stuff.
I really thought this podcast would show pictures. I mean, that's what with today's technology, Gray's sitting there doing nothing. He could be pulling up pictures. and showing everybody.
No. Here's how it works, though. I've thought about doing that before. If I lived there, I would gladly do it. The only reason I can't do it is for copyright purposes. I can't pull up somebody else's pictures, throw it on my video, and take credit for it. Even if I did give them credit for it, they could still come back with a copyright. I just can't do it. I would
That's true.
love to be able to
Whatever.
put photos and videos and stuff on the YouTube versions for sure, but I run into infringement problems, and I don't want to do that.
Let's move
No.
on to Gray's. I'm looking forward to see what Gray's number 3 is.
Okay. You've probably never had this.
Water?
Number 3, water.
It's flavored water.
No. So, well, this is one of my favorites. Comes from the Boardwalk Bakery.
Ooh, this is gonna be good.
It is the crumb cake. Really good price point, $3.99, and it's probably like 5 or 6 inches on either side, and it's like probably 3 or 4 inches thick. Really solid.
For $3,
Big fan.
like for $4?
$3.99.
That's a big chunk of crumb cake for $4.
Mhm.
Is,
Great for
is
breakfast.
is it on your list because it's cheap?
I mean, that's a good reason for it, but I also
Yeah,
think
that
it's
is a good
really
reason.
good. The last time I went to Disney, I got like 2 crumb cakes and then like 2 of one of my other snacks. I'm not going to mention it yet because it's coming up. And that's what we ate for breakfast for 5 days.
I've never had it.
Yeah, I was about to say,
Good.
the Boardwalk has phenomenal stuff all the way around. Never heard anything bad about the Boardwalk. When it comes to like snacks and food, etc. Crumb cake, though, you've piqued my curiosity.
It's like
Gray.
cinnamon. It's like a crumble cinnamon on top, and then it's just like a really like fluffy cake.
Yeah, because you
So
know what I
good.
picture myself doing with this crumb cake, right? Like I picture myself staying at the Boardwalk, getting a crumb cake, hopping on the Skyliner, and my Disney day has officially started.
What a beautiful morning that is.
What a fantastic
All right.
morning.
All right, you two, let's get back on track here. Okay. If it's not on my shirt, it should be on the list. Okay.
Popcorn's
Get
on your
out.
shirt.
Wait, what was your
Popcorn.
last snack? I don't think that's on there.
Hang on.
I definitely don't see a
No.
bottle of water.
There's popcorn's on there.
popcorn's on there.
shirt,
Yeah,
Dole Whip's on there. Mickey Bar's on there. Mickey sandwiches on there.
killing
And
it.
a pretzel.
And a pretzel's on there.
Okay, we're gonna talk about that later. This is not the time, but we're gonna need to talk about the pretzel. Jeff, what's your number 2?
So my number 2, my dad's going to be a fan of this one. Gray, I don't think you ever had it when one of your roommates worked in the Norway Pavilion, but you can find it at
Oh.
Kringla Bacon Og Cafe. I don't know how to say that in Norwegian. However, it's going to
Maybe
be the
call George.
schoolboy. Yeah, call him real quick. It's going to be the schoolboy bread. And it's going to be at a price of $4.25. This stuff is amazing. It's so good.
I have had this bread. And shout out George, who's probably not listening. But he did live in Norway and he was my roommate and he was the best. But the bread is really good. But I will say, to me, it just has no substance. It's just like bread. Like,
Really?
put some
But
butter on it. Put some honey on it. Put something on it.
There's coconut on it.
yeah, there's coconut shavings. There's like
Yeah,
it's a
but see,
cream
like,
filled. It's
Jeff,
so good.
I'm on your side on this one. Gray don't know what he's doing.
I'm not a big coconut fan though, so I mean, you can.
And
I'm not either.
And you know what? It also, I'm sure it's not going to affect him anymore. It's been years, but George has given me schoolboy bread for free twice just walking through Epcot.
What a guy.
Tastes even better when it's free. Let me tell you.
Mhm.
Schoolboy bread, top 3, easy.
And it
Well,
tastes even
but
better when it's free and coming from George.
Exactly.
Yeah, but you can buy the Voss water when you go.
No, I'll pass. The Voss water is
Voss
probably like
water is
12
way
bucks.
too expensive. Why buy Voss water when you can get a free cup of water?
At a Joffrey
free
stand.
one.
Shout out Joffrey's. Okay, so I'm glad that at least one person was on my side when it came to the schoolboy bread. But yeah, that's definitely mine. And that's the only location where you can find it is in the Norway Pavilion. I know that you can buy it either in that small cafe bakery,
Yep.
or you could also get it at that stand outside. But Norway Pavilion is the only place that you can find that schoolboy bread for sure.
Good stuff.
Also, before we move on, I just want to give an honorable mention. This is not on my list, but an honorable mention to the chocolate chip, pecan, whatever you want to call it, cookie that they have in the Norway Pavilion. That is really good. And they use like get it warmed up just a little bit. So
Yeah, I've heard about
Good
that
honor,
too.
husband.
Never tried it because I can't pass up the schoolboy bread, but I've heard that that's really good snack as well. All right, so Dad, we're gonna go ahead and move to you when it comes to your second one on the list, or I guess your runner up for what is the second best snack out of your top 5 when it comes to Disney World.
Hang on, I'm finishing the note. So
You gotta.
he's about to fight us at the end. He's like, here's the
Yeah.
reason why you're wrong.
I know I'm a little.
Always.
It's one of those where it's like,
Yeah.
why is he writing that down? What's he writing down?
well,
He's gonna be salty.
number
Oh,
2.
keep
Ready?
the hat.
You ready for our number 2?
What is your
Already.
number
Number
2?
2.
Hit it.
It's in Epcot.
Ooh.
Okay. It's in the American section.
Ooh.
Yeah. You know where I'm going?
Funnel
You
cake.
gotta get funnel cake. I cannot walk by that thing, that little booth or that little building, without getting a funnel cake.
Yeah. See.
Sorry.
Okay. So
Get a
great.
funnel cake at the state fair. It's a funnel
No.
cake,
No, you can get a cookie at the state fair.
but not the chocolate chip pecan cookie.
Not the. It's made with love and Norwegian touch.
But like a funnel cake, you're just like, oh, here's some funnel cake, here's some powdered sugar. You get that everywhere.
That is true. He
Order
does
that
have a point.
online.
There's other places where you can get that.
You can get water anywhere.
But not Disney water.
He's got-
Okay.
yeah, that does hit different.
It hits
The
different.
funnel
It does hit
cake,
different.
It's the funnel cake with just sugar, powdered sugar, and chocolate syrup. That's it.
Okay. So go to the store, get some flour and dough and stuff, funnel cake, then powdered sugar and chocolate syrup. It's just a simple. I'm not saying it's bad because I've had funnel cake before. I've had it at Disney before. It does taste good.
We'll see.
But, like,
Okay, so
I just
I'll
don't
make
see it
it-
as a top 5.
Gray does have a good point. So, but we
No,
do
he
know
doesn't.
well, let's
No, he doesn't.
let me get where I'm going with this though, right? Because you can make it at home if you absolutely want to. What is the cost what's the price at Disney for the funnel cake at the American Pavilion?
Wait,
To see if
before
it's
you
worth
give the
buying
price-
it instead of making
No,
it.
before you give the price, how big is it? What's the size?
It's pretty big. It's like a dinner plate.
It covers a plate.
Okay.
It's
It's
huge.
the size of a plate. Yeah.
All right. Dinner plate size. Okay. What's the price?
$6.79.
That's very doable with how big that thing is.
Eh,
Because when a Mickey bar or a Mickey sandwich is $6.25,
no,
anything
you're
around
right.
$6, yeah,
You're
that funnel
right.
cake
Guys,
is
I don't-
huge. It's a small meal.
I think our homework has sucked because I don't think any of these prices are good. There's
No,
no.
I agree with you.
After I wrote this down, I was like, "Is that right?" I don't think it's $6.79. I don't think the. How much did you say the bread was, Jeff?
Schoolboy bread, it's $4.25.
See, I think it's more than that now.
Oh, probably. Honestly, I should have looked it up when it came to the Disney app. I was just more so looking off of Google, just because there was like a certain list that I based off all my snacks on, and this was what it said on that site. Don't even remember the site. I would shout them out if I remembered, but that's what I based all my prices off of, and it seemed up to date for the most part, based off some of the snacks that I have had within the last 2 years.
Hold on, I got you. According to the My Disney Experience 50th Anniversary Walt Disney World app, school bread is $4.49.
Yeah, so it's not off.
The cookie I was talking about was
we don't care about the cookie. Look up the
it was a good cookie. Okay, let me search for the funnel cake. Keep talking while I'm doing this.
That's not even a real good snack.
That's a pretty solid snack.
No, the funnel cake's a solid snack.
That's what I'm saying. I'll go ahead and get my app out as well, just so I can
get your app out.
Oh, I am, yes, sir. But these prices have to be somewhat relatively on point. I mean, there's not going to be a whole lot of websites out there where they're not going to be up to date when it comes to some of this stuff. But I appreciate you trying to call me out, Dad. Call us out, I should say, on
I'm calling all of us out.
Yeah, us not doing our homework over here.
You can call me out. I'm terrible at doing my homework. Just ask my teachers when I was a kid.
Yeah, I always hated homework as well.
Funnel cake is not on the app.
Uh-oh.
Really?
App problems.
They've got turkey legs and a Mickey pretzel, a hot dog.
Please tell me nobody put turkey leg on this list.
Guess we'll find out. Could be my number one.
Uh-oh.
I hope it isn't. Funnel cake, number 2. Gray, what do you got on your number 2? I look forward to this.
All right, my number 2 is the Doodle Muffin, also from the bakery. It's so good. Have you ever had a Snickerdoodle cookie? It's just like that, except it's an entire muffin. It's so
good. Yeah, I've never even actually heard of it. I don't think I've ever actually. Have you ever even mentioned it in front of us? Because I've never heard of a Doodle Muffin before.
Are you kidding me? I eat it all the time, or I did when I worked there. I ate it all the time. And my last trip, I had like 3 of them.
That's why we need pictures. We need pictures.
Yeah, true. I mean, I wish I could. I really wish I could.
Because it's like literally just a brown muffin with like some cinnamon sugar on top. But it's just so moist, and like it has like a harder like.
You just used the word moist.
It's just like it's so good. It's so good.
It doesn't sound bad for a muffin.
I'm just wondering how you're going to describe your number 1. If you're that excited about number 2.
Number 1.
Buckle up, Buttercup.
Before we get to number 1, since we have talked about like our list, I would like to hear some honorable mentions that are not your number 1s.
See, I was going to do that. Oh, do we want to go and do that before?
No,
I was going to do that
number
after.
1. No, Jeff. Number 1's the most exciting. You always it's just how you do it. Okay, you give 2 through 5, your honorable mentions, and then the winner of the prize.
Is that what it is? Is that what we're doing on this episode?
That's what it is. So I'm going to throw out an honorable mention that doesn't exist anymore, which is why it's not my number 1, but it would have been if it existed.
Which is
what? The Munchies ice cream from Ample Hills. Ample Hills does not exist anymore.
R.I.P. Ample Hills.
So good. It had chocolate chips, like caramel chips, potato chips, M&Ms, and vanilla ice cream. It was so good. Whenever we were told we could get free ice cream from Ample Hills, that's what I would get.
And what was it called again? It had all that stuff mixed in.
It's called the Munchies. It had it had potato chips in it, and you're like, ew, potato chips in my ice cream? No, a good like sweet and salty. It was so good.
Interesting. What was the price of it? I mean, it doesn't matter because it's not here anymore, but what was the price?
For a single scoop, I want to say it was like 6 something. For a kitty scoop, you could get it for like 4.
Not bad. Dad, what were you gonna say?
But like 1 scoop was like a lot. It was a lot.
Oh, I imagine so. Disney's portions are huge.
Yeah.
Here's my thing. I actually had a number 6 on my list. Okay.
So an honorable mention.
Hit it.
Sure. Call it whatever. Is the Mickey ice cream bar.
Yeah.
I mean, right?
Yeah, that's actually one of my honorable mentions as well, because I actually have 4 honorable mentions, and I'll mention the other 3 later. But But yeah, I mean, the Mickey bar is like a solid go. Like when you go to Disney, I don't care. You have to buy at least one Mickey bar on your Disney trip. Now, if you live there, it's a little bit different. I understand if you don't want to get one all the time. But when you're on vacation, somebody in the group has to at least get one Mickey bar.
Yep.
And that was always my dad on our trips. You wouldn't even have to ask him. He'd be in line already.
Did I already tell you how many they sell a year?
No.
Take a guess. Who's first?
Mickey bars?
Oh,
Mickey
Are we going
bars.
based off of the last year, or like what year are we basing this off of? Because I know after COVID kind of lightened up.
2020.
I'm not even going to answer that, Jeff. It's not even going to help you.
Well, no, because in
Okay, okay,
2021 it hit
I got
stores.
this. Popcorn was 5 million, right?
Burgers
Yeah.
was 7 million.
Burgers was 7
Burgers.
million. Mickey
Yeah.
bars, I'm going a solid 6 million. Right.
I'm
in the
going
middle.
10 million Mickey bars a year.
3.3 million.
That's
Nailed
it.
it.
I would have thought a lot more, to be honest.
Honestly, maybe
What?
there's just a lot of people that go to Disney and don't eat.
There's more. You'd be surprised. There's actually a lot of people that go to the parking lot or bring their own meals in, and you'll find them on like a park bench eating
Because
because
it's so expensive.
it is really expensive. It really is. Yeah.
Here's how I look at the snacks, though. If you look at, say, Disney has 50 snacks, and if every one of them is selling at least 3 million,
Oh,
think
it's so
about
much money, especially when they're all mainly around $6 from our inaccurate homework.
you guys did not do your homework.
Whatever. These are all pretty accurate.
I'm really thankful that you did your homework.
Yeah. Thank you, Dad.
I
Thank you.
tried. I was pretty much threatened by Jeff to be prepared.
Hey, just like a good Boy Scout would.
Hey, it's your first podcast. I wanted you to be ready. I was looking out for you just like you've been looking out for me all these years.
I was trying to think of other snacks because you know what? This made me realize the whole list of snacks and stuff. I get the same stuff every time I go.
I know you and Mom
Yeah.
have been really bad about that the last probably 5 trips. I've tried to broaden your horizons when it comes to new snacks, new
Here-
restaurants, new like entertainment things to
Here
do.
we go.
I
Here
can
we
I
go.
can give a couple of other honorable mentions because I don't need snacks very often, but when I do, it's a random one at a random place that I don't really know what it is. So another good honorable mention are the Mickey pretzels. I don't know what your number ones are, but I'm gonna go ahead and throw it out there as an honorable mention because I've got some beef with the Mickey pretzels. Even though they're on my hat, if you're watching on YouTube, there's a Mickey pretzel on my hat. Anyway, I
And you're
just wanna put-
salty.
I was, like,
And you're
happy to have this
salty.
hat.
It says
You're
salty
like,
on your
snacks?
hat as well.
Yeah, I was like, snacks. I got the perfect hat for it. Anyway, so those pretzels, my friends, they're frozen. They're not that good. They taste like they're frozen. They're straight bread. Okay, they're just
Yeah.
not that good. So stop buying them.
We don't buy them. They're no good.
No.
No.
I know Kylie's like, oh my gosh, a Mickey pretzel. It's just the best. It just makes me feel like I'm at Disney. And I'm like, you're spending $7 on a frozen pretzel.
It's on your shirt, Dad.
It is.
Yep.
Oh yeah. It's on
Mickey
all the
pretzel's really
things.
popular.
Jeff, look this up. How many do they sell of those things a year?
Mickey pretzels?
Yeah,
That's a good
Hmm.
question.
I bet it's got to be in the millions.
Oh, easily.
Oh yeah, for sure. I know so many people that also like buy those pretzels and they're like, I just got this to take a photo. Like you spent $7 on a photo.
Got a
Let's
question
let's
for you
see.
guys. Well, he's looking that up. Here's a question. The orange drink in France, is that considered a snack?
I would
I don't think so, just for
Is
the
it-
simple fact that it does have alcohol in it. I don't
Yeah, I
think
was
they
gonna say-
count alcoholic drinks as snacks because they're usually like
Alcoholic,
10 plus.
I don't think they're snacks, but if non-alcoholic drinks, I think a lot of those are snacks. Like you can get them as snacks.
So I am not able to find where or how many pretzels they sell every year at Disney World. Let me search it one more
Based on the
time.
number of Mickey bars, I'm gonna guess 4 million. But I guess it could be
I think 4 million is a good guess. I'm going to go a little bit higher. I'm going to say a little bit over 5 million.
I was about to say, if I had to guess, I would probably, because I know that I've bought at least probably 200 of them. It's probably, I would probably range it between 5 to 7 million. It's got to be close to about the same as a hamburger. I think pretzels are more popular than you guys realize.
Because I think all new people to Disney are going to buy anything shaped like Disney or Mickey.
That's true.
100%.
Yeah, that's true. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
Speaking of
good or
things-
bad, they're going to try one.
Yeah,
People will
that's
buy
true.
it just for a photo op. I've seen people buy it, take photos of it, or vlog it, and then throw it away and not even eat it.
Oh yeah.
It's terrible.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, speaking of things that are shaped like Mickey, I think the Mickey cinnamon rolls are like pretty good. They just taste like a cinnamon roll to me, but they're pretty good. And then also this would have been my number 6. Rice Krispie treats. I think
Yeah,
the
they
Disney
do
Rice
have some
Krispie
pretty-
treats are so good.
And they're packaged, so they can easily travel back home with you. You can send
Mhm.
them to friends. You can take them back
Yep.
home to friends. I've done
If
that a couple times in junior high school.
Yeah, if I do the dining plan and I like have extra snacks to use, I always get Rice Krispie treats because they last
Oh, for sure.
longer.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we've done that. We've done that a couple times.
But yeah, so before we go ahead and start with our number one, because I feel like we're losing the tension when it comes to our number ones. So like my dad said, Mickey Bar was an honorable mention for me as well. A turkey leg was an honorable mention for me.
Oh,
Never had one.
It's actually
neither.
pretty good meat. I'm not gonna lie. Like you would think it'd be like they're in the warmer all day. I don't know. Of course, when you get them early in the morning, the better. But turkey leg's pretty solid. Didn't make my top 5 though. And then for another one was the funnel cake with ice cream that you can find at Epic Eats in Hollywood Studios, and that's going to be $8.49. I'm sorry, the turkey leg is $11.99. Let me backtrack just a little bit. It's a huge
Jeff.
turkey leg. What's up?
I got some more information on the turkey leg.
Which is what?
How long does it take to cook these turkey legs? I thought this was interesting when I saw this.
10 hours.
per oh god, per turkey.
It's got to be a slow process.
How long does it take to cook a turkey leg?
It's got to be a
I'm
slow
gonna-
process on a roller. So I would probably say anywhere between 7 to 10 hours.
That
That's
seems
just-
way too long for Disney. I'm gonna guess 4 hours.
All good guesses. What I saw was 6 hours.
All right. Okay.
I was say because I feel like they're either going to put them on super early in the morning or they're going to put them super like late at night, which is probably early in the morning. But
I will say, I was just thinking this. I was like, oh, I've never had a turkey leg. When I went to Disneyland, I did get a turkey leg. Not at Disney World, but at Disneyland, I did have one late at night before we left.
yeah, it's super good. I like them. But and then to finish my last 2, going back to the funnel cake, which is $8.49 at Epic Eats. I'll mention that one more time. Super good. It comes with ice cream, whipped cream, and then it has 2 Oreos to make Mickey ears on it. So it's pretty cool. It's good for pictures. Good little snack as well. It's huge, just like the dinner plate that you can find funnel cake size at the American Pavilion at Epcot as well. And then my last one, is it considered a snack? Not really. That's why I made it an honorable mention. But I have seen 2 or 3 people, maybe a family of 4, eat it as a snack just for the end of the night. You can find it at Beaches and Cream Soda Shop at the Beach Club Resort. It's going to be the kitchen sink.
As soon as you said
It's
beaches and
so
cream,
much.
I knew
It's
that.
so much ice cream.
Yeah.
But I've seen people whip that out as snacks. I've had 3 or 4 people share it, and I've just seen it a couple times.
It can only be snacks from the parks.
Well, that's why it's an honorable mention. Well,
You know,
no, because Gray
kitchen-
mentioned 2 of his was from Boardwalk Resort. It's on property.
Can't you get
True.
a kitchen sink on Main Street?
Not anymore. They took it away.
Mm,
It was there last time I was there.
Was it?
It's back.
Huh. I didn't see it the last time I went because I was gonna actually try and get it, but maybe they just didn't have it at that moment. I don't know what the deal was, but they didn't have it last time I asked. But they did have it at Beaches and Cream when I reserved a spot there one time.
I think they're back to offering it.
Okay, cool. Yeah, because I'm very excited about the Disney dining plan coming back. That's gonna make vacations way easier if you just pay that money up front and you have all your food paid for right off the bat as soon as you walk in the gates. Because I get my stomach starts thinking for me when I get into a Disney park and it sucks and I spend way too much money. Like there was one time before we mentioned our number one, there was one time at Epcot for I think it was a Flower and Garden Festival. I went all out ended up we did one lap where most of us got a drink almost at every location. And then we did another lap where we got food at every location. And then we did another lap with desserts. It was like
you did this all in one day?
Yeah, we spent all day at Epcot, the whole day.
Gosh.
Yeah. And it necessarily wasn't in that order. I'm pretty sure that we put food in our system first before we got the alcohol.
I would hope so.
Yeah. But yeah, I ended up spending like $350 that day. It was stupid. Like, I don't regret it, but looking back, I'm like, man, $350. That's so much. Especially when
going around the world 3 times, I feel like you got out pretty cheap.
I was going to say the same.
It's about $100 a lap.
Much money.
It's about $10 a pavilion. So
yeah, but the drinking around the world, just drinking around the world, is like $250 if you get a drink from every location.
True. And to be fair, at the time I was splitting drinks with someone as well, so that made it a little bit cheaper. I didn't actually get my own drink every pavilion, so that also helped. But
you were splitting drinks during COVID?
Whatever. Okay, so yeah, I was also drinking it through my mask. Okay. So with our number ones, let's get excited, guys, because you guys are going to laugh at me for what my number one is. Because of course,
is it water?
It's a Mickey pretzel. I knew Jeff, when you guys were mentioning that, I was like, man, they're gonna kill me for my number one.
How many times have you been canceled on this podcast?
Not enough. I'm still here, baby.
Well, you just got canceled again because
I almost hung up.
I mean,
for the first time ever, we lost our guest.
We just spent 5 minutes talking about how they suck.
I didn't talk about how they sucked. I love Mickey pretzels, and I even gave you guys a small hint that I probably bought at least 200 of them. I probably ate about 100 Mickey pretzels on my college program alone.
How much they cost?
Okay, so that's where it gets interesting, right? Because they have variations. So the Mickey pretzel, the regular standard Mickey pretzel, it's before cheese. I'm not exactly for sure. After cheese, it's $7.25. Then
insane.
And you can find that at various locations. Of course, that's going to be park wide. Then you have, it's going to get a little bit more selective after that. You have the Simba pretzel that you can find at the Thirsty River Bar and Trek in Animal Kingdom, and that's going to be $6.79, and it's in the shape of Simba, so that's pretty cool if you're a big fan of Lion King like Gray is. And then you have a cream cheese filled pretzel that you can find at the launching pad in Tomorrowland. That's going to be $6.25, but I'm pretty sure that's before cheese, because there's no way that a cream cheese filled pretzel is going to be less expensive than a regular Mickey pretzel.
No, there is a way, because the cream cheese pretzels are not shaped like Mickey Mouse. But as soon as something is shaped like Mickey, it adds at least another $100.
That's what I was thinking. But when I wrote down the price, I was like, I highly doubt it. But just like what you were saying, Gray, I was like, maybe because it's not in the shape of Mickey. Because I've actually never had a cream cheese pretzel. I've always wanted one, but I've never had the time.
Why would you, Jeff? I mean, the Mickey shaped pretzels with no flavor that comes straight from the freezer just taste so much better.
Okay, whatever. Shut up, Gray.
Okay, Jeff, I might have to call you out on.
Okay, hold on. I'm not done yet. We have one more pretzel before you guys can roast me about my number one, because I won't even care.
Is it the
jalapeno
I love them. Spicy one?
No, I don't care about spicy stuff too much. However, there is a really good pretzel as well at Baseline Tap House found in Hollywood Studios called the Bavarian pretzel. Super good. And that's not in the shape of Mickey either, but I believe that one was like $9. I forgot to write the price down on that one. I think that's closer to like $9 or $10, but it's a pretty big pretzel. It's like almost it's a little bit smaller than the pretzels you can find in the Germany pavilion, which is like twice the size of my head. But yeah, that's my number one, guys. Pretzels found at Disney World, and I don't even care what you say, because I will still eat it.
That's a big pretzel, because look at the size of your head.
At least my forehead.
I should have known that your favorite
is getting bigger every day.
Is a pretzel, because every time we went to Miller's, you would always get pretzel bites over Zingers, and I'm like, bruh.
Oh, dude, I love pretzels. Miller's
Zingers were way better. Anyway, that's a different topic for a different day.
Yeah, but pretzels, sue me. I love them.
Okay, I will.
Kylie and I, when we go hang out, we'll go eat our pretzels together in peace.
do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I will
Good.
make fun of you for it.
You guys leave us alone while we eat our pretzels.
I
You
sure
can
will
have the
not.
pretzel. You can have all the pretzels.
All right. Since my number one apparently isn't worth anything, Dad, what is your number one? Let's see if you can top it.
I can't top it. You know why I can't top it? Because my number one is the schoolboy bread.
Oh, okay. Well, that's your number one, though. So, I mean, if that's your number one, that's your number one. That is a solid number one, though. I'm not going to lie, because it's
And
my
let
number
me tell
two.
you, because I base my number one on that one snack that I always make sure I get before I leave. And
Yeah.
that's the
That's a
school bread.
good. Yeah, that's a good reason.
If you look at your list, and I looked at my list, going, okay, what am I get? Which one do I always get? That's what went to number one.
Yeah. No, I get that. I really do.
Good.
Because it is important. There's certain stuff that's like Cosmic Rays. I have to eat at Cosmic Rays every time I do a Disney World trip. And it kind of hurt a little bit because I did plan a Universal trip that I just got back from about 3 weeks ago at the time of recording this episode. We went to Hollywood Studios in the morning, Epcot in the afternoon, and then we rushed over to Magic Kingdom, got there an hour before they closed. And usually every time that I go on vacation, I'm in Magic Kingdom, I step foot in Magic Kingdom, I'm making sure I eat a Cosmic Rays burger. They were closed, and we also wanted to ride 3 rides. So I did not have time to go eat my Cosmic Rays burger, I was a little hurt, but it happens.
But you also got to.
But see, okay, so since now I know yours, I'm going to counter yours, and then I'll probably counter Gray's with my number one compared to you guys' number one, because I also like the practicality and the accessibility of the pretzel. The pretzel can be found in all parks everywhere. Okay, the schoolboy bread is only found in Epcot at one pavilion.
Jeff, I have a question for you.
Yeah, take it, Gray.
I have a question.
What's up?
If I'm holding a piece of gold,
which is a Mickey pretzel,
there's a no. There's like a billion feathers over here. Are you like, oh, look, there's more feathers. Let me take those. But like this one piece of gold that's found in one location in my hand is worth way more and way better than the billions of feathers sitting over here.
Terrible analogy for what we're talking about right now. I understand where you're coming from. But when I am on the move, when I'm in the Disney Go mode, and when I'm just on Disney Go mode, that's the easiest way to put it. I want to be able to access a pretzel in more than just one location. I want to be able to have at least 15, just so I can be like, I really want a pretzel right now.
And you can totally do that. But that's the reason that it's not number one. Because
I agree.
You can't take one thing and just put it everywhere and be like, oh, it's so good, and you can get it everywhere. The reason that things are good is because it's so good because this one place has perfected it.
Okay, so with you saying it that way, I do totally agree. That does make sense. I'm not going to lie. When you do word it like that, I didn't even think about it like that. I thought about it more as like a practicality, accessibility when it comes to a snack, and that's why it's my number one. And it's also just my number one favorite Disney snack. But when you put it that way, I wish I would have put a little, hey, Dad, why are you waving?
Because I'm trying to get in here. Let me make it simple, okay? Let me just totally throw this off the list, Jeff. If you can buy your snack at Walmart, it doesn't deserve to be on this list.
You can buy a Mickey bar at Walmart now, believe it or not.
Absolutely. That's why it's not number one. So,
you guys have proved a point. I didn't think about it that way. I didn't think about it to the point where it's like I didn't come across. Go ahead.
I haven't even heard Gray's number one, but mine's best. Mine's the number one. You can only get it in one, and I'm pulling Gray's point on him. You can only get it in one location.
Yep.
Right, and they perfected it.
My number one, you can only get in one location, and it has been perfected.
All right.
Which is what?
What is it?
Actually, I take that back. You might be able to order it online, but I haven't done my research on it. I only know of this one place to get it. If you can order it online, I'm doing it right now. Anyway, my favorite thing in all of Disney World is very different from most people. And you can find it in the Magic Kingdom. in Adventureland at the Sunshine Tree Terrace. And that is the orange Dole Whip.
Yeah, I was about to say, yeah, it's the other
It's-
version of the.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because I like pineapple, but I like orange better. And the Sunshine Tree Terrace is the only place that has the orange Dole Whip.
That makes sense.
I've never had the orange.
It's pretty good. It's different. I like the pineapple more, but the orange is definitely it's up there.
If you're a fan of Fanta, they also do a float with Fanta.
I might actually have to try that next trip.
Yeah, we did do the Dole Whip with the what is it? Alcohol you can get in there.
Oh,
the
I
rum?
didn't know that was a thing.
Is
I'm
it
not-
the Malibu rum?
Yeah.
Malibu's cheap.
probably.
Yeah.
It has, yeah. Ugh, I can't mix ice cream and I can't really mix my alcohol. I'll get sick. But yeah, when you go, okay, I'll give it to you guys on this one. Now with thinking about it, hindsight and everything like that, and now knowing our number ones, you guys did a very good job with your number ones when it came to only being accessible in one location and it being perfected. Gray, the way you worded it, yes, it did open my eyes and seeing it in a different light because I was more so going to a more practicality, accessibility route, like I've mentioned already when it came to the pretzel. The pretzel's still my favorite snack. It's just very, I mean, and the reason why I do like it, and it is my favorite snack, is because you can just find it everywhere. And I think it's a decent price for what you get. $7 is up there, but it's not terrible. But yeah, you guys did a pretty solid
How much
go
wa-
when it came to your first one.
How
Or your
much
number
was your
one.
pretzel, Jeff? How much was your pretzel?
$7.25, because I don't really ever get like the special ones. I just get the regular Mickey pretzel.
My school bread's $4.49.
And then
You
Gray's Dole
you
Whip.
still beat me. You still beat me with the school bread, but the Dole Whip's $5.99.
Yeah.
Think about that for a second. $4 or $5 for a snack like that's pretty good.
It's not bad. If it's around $4 or $5
Yeah.
bucks, it's not bad. But yeah. I don't know. Interesting
And
list though.
I also like the Norway section of Epcot.
Yeah, the woman's perfume in there
general.
smells really good in that store. So I love that store. It always smells good in there.
You just like the Frozen ride over there.
Let it go.
Or if you're really bored, you can go see the Lion King show.
Stop.
Yeah,
I
hey,
knew.
yeah.
Ooh.
Let's
You know,
not
we're-
end this podcast episode on an argument because I'm backing Gray up on that too.
Mm.
No, I'll take both of you on that. I've never been so bored. You know?
What?
Come
So
on,
the
Gray.
Frozen ride's more entertaining. I'd rather go watch Festival
Yeah.
of the Lion King more than Frozen ride.
Get out.
I'd rather sit in the tiki room.
Je- Jeff,
That's
we need to
absurd.
invite Jeff. We need to invite your dad back just so I can tell him how wrong he is on a different episode.
Oh, that's fine. I'm
Because
sure we can find another
this-
topic for him.
This snack episode, like, is just a good, like, food. We love it, and we're not here to yell at each other and prove people wrong.
No one's yelling, Gray. It's just a debate of what's better.
No. But I will start yelling. So that's why we're just gonna.
Yeah. But the only thing, let me ask you a question, Gray. Have you seen that new show? And I don't know the name of the show, but it's at Animal Kingdom and it's on the water. Have you seen this one where they come
Kite
out?
Tales?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Yeah, it's okay.
Okay, good.
Yeah, I was gonna say Kite Tales. You see it once, you're fine. Festival of the Lion
I've
King.
seen it.
I'd go to Festival of the Lion King at least once a month if I lived there.
Oh my God.
Once
Jeff.
a month. I went to Festival of the
At-
Lion King every
at
single time
least.
every single time I entered Animal Kingdom, I went. Kite
That is
Tales, I
true.
will say I went and saw Kite Tales. I enjoyed it. And I did not realize that there were like multiple shows. I thought it was all the same every time, but it's not. Figured that out.
There's a couple times, the perfect times to go get a bucket of some popcorn, okay, which is on my list, number 5. And that is the trail thing, the kite trails, and
Kite
Lion King
Tails.
stuff. Yeah,
Yeah.
whatever. You see, it's not even memorable.
The
So
Lion King? I'm sorry.
No, he's talking about
I'm
Kite
sorry,
Tales.
Jeff.
kite, yeah, I can't even say it.
Kite
But-
Tales.
Kite tail, yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we are going to have another one because you know what? Gray.
Oh, for sure. Yeah,
I'm
we're definitely
sorry.
gonna have to have
Don't do
a
it.
we're gonna have to have a second go with another topic because I'm gonna have to.
Yeah, the
I'm gonna have to have
entire
a slight-
episode is gonna be called "Why Gray is Right About the Lion King Show." That's the whole title.
And then subtitle's
yeah.
gonna be Jeff's Redemption because I do have to come
There's
back with you
gonna have
guys
to be
getting me on the snack.
There's going to have to be some homework on this one because you know what? Just saying that you like that.
Oh, for sure.
I'm ready. I'll do
Yeah, because
homework
I
on
mean,
that one.
because Dad, I'm not gonna lie, you did have your homework, but I think
I did.
Mike had the ultimate amount of homework so far. He had pages and pages and pages on Hollywood Studios information, and I crown him for that right now. He's the king
I
of
would
notes
love-
right now.
I would love to do this with Mike as well. All four of us.
Okay.
Wow.
Think about that.
How
We'll have to-
chaotic would that be? 3 against 1, the Lion King show, best show in all of Disney World. All right, my friends, we are getting way off topic.
We
and
are,
should probably
yeah.
End it while
Uh-oh.
we're ahead.
For sure. So yeah, so that's just going to be today's episode with snacks. I still think that I'm number one, even though you guys did have a solid point when it comes to snacks. But let us know what snacks that you guys like at Disney World, possibly Disneyland as well, and even overseas on what you guys like, because I'm not very familiar when it comes to Disneyland Paris, etc. For those snacks across the pond, I guess I could say.
Nothing from Disneyland. That doesn't count.
It's Disney.
Yeah, it's Disney World.
Disney
Okay.
Junior is technically Disney, Jeff, but it's not the same.
Okay, so I stand
There we
corrected
go.
halfway through my closing.
Yeah.
So Disney snacks found only at Disney World. And let us know in the comments on YouTube or on our Instagram, which I'll mention every episode is going to be the Goofy Scoop found on Instagram. We're going to be back with another episode next week, and we'll see you guys there soon, and possibly have my dad back on here with Mike in a future episode. So stay tuned for that, and that's going to get a little chaotic, and let's get ready to rumble on that one. Sounds like argument
Like-
in the making.
Lion King stinks.
Mickey pretzels are trash.
Yeah.
We'll see you guys later. You guys have a good one. Thanks for watching.
Oh, Lord.